Hey there, thanks for tuning in. I'm Roman, and today's anime report is on episode 2 of Call of the Night. This episode opens the same way episode 1 did, with a nice shot of a pretty cityscape. We cut to our boy, whose name I forgot to mention last time I talked about the show, Ko Yamori. He goes to visit that vampire lady in the dead of night. I forgot to mention her name last time as well. It's Nazuna Nanakusa. They start off talking by reiterating everything we learned last episode, which was annoying and a little bit cringe because Ko's dream is to become a vampire, and that involves falling in love with a vampire that drinks his blood, and it was all kind of cringe for a 14-year-old. I get that it's normal that he's cringe because he's 14, but like, damn bro, talk about something else, please. Though it is kind of interesting that all the times when Ko is kind of cringe, and Nazuna laughs at him, you know what? He doesn't even seem fazed in the slightest. He honestly just seems kind of happy that he was able to make her smile. It's pretty wholesome, and it also shows that he's got a strong character to him. That he's not willing to change who he is just because people laugh at him. At least not someone who he cares about. Eventually, they stop doing exposition and they start talking about other things, which is really good. They have great chemistry, and it's really fun to watch these two characters talk. They spend most of the episode just hanging out. At one point, Ko does a good job of making the observation that Nazuna makes a lot of lewd jokes, but she seems to get flustered when talking about anything romance or love related. And he kind of exploits this to tease her by calling her by her first name. Though he is also doing that because he wants to get closer to her for real. This episode ends with Ko getting caught sneaking out by what appears to be one of his classmates as he's like walking home in the early morning, and she's headed to school in the early morning. She like bumps into him and she's like, "What are you doing out here?" And that's how the episode ends. This episode opened my eyes to a couple of things. The first of which being the show does still look pretty good and has that great ambience still. But I'm getting a little upset with all of the purple. Listen, the purple looks great, but when the characters are standing in like bright purple light, they don't look purple at all. It kind of takes me out of it. It makes it seem like the creators had all these awesome, beautiful purple backgrounds made, and then once they try to put the characters in them, maybe they tried making the characters more purple, but they thought it looked bad, but then they're like, we don't want to redo all the backgrounds because they look amazing. So now characters just stick out in them like sore thumbs. But I don't know, I wasn't there when they were making it. It still looks great though. The second thing I want to talk about is that in this episode we learned that Nazuna has a really old telephone, which reveals to us that her age is likely, though not definitely, is likely between 30 or 40 at the least. It makes the situation between these two a little uncomfortable. Again, I could be wrong about the age, but she seems like she's quite older. You see, Nazuna hangs out with Ko for 2 reasons. 1, he tastes really good. 2, he's probably one of the only, if not the only person that knows she's a vampire, so it's probably nice to have someone there that she can be completely honest with. Ko wants to hang out with Nazuna because he wants to become a vampire, and that entails falling in love with a vampire that drinks his blood. And she's already drinking his blood, so like, I mean, he doesn't know where to find another vampire, so, you know, trying to get that lady fall in love. And also, she basically knows him better than anyone else, so it's probably nice to have someone he can be completely honest with. However, these two are in a slightly erotic relationship right now, which is a little uncomfortable, right? The age difference, you know. It's erotic because she's always relating drinking blood to copulating, you know? Like, it feels that good. She's kind of acts embarrassed the same way people act embarrassed about sex and stuff. And it's semi-erotic, right? And that's just kind of weird between these two. Now, I don't get the feeling that either one is abusing the other one in this situation, but it just, I don't know, it feels weird. I'm a little uncomfy, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, that's it for today's report. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.